in your work package. Can be anything. But this is how we apply it. Any questions here? Any questions? Yeah? Now, before I go into the example of how we collapsed one process, I'm going to share with you an example. First, we look at the scenario. If we wanted to identify a site during our site acquisition process, site acquisition, what is the criteria? What's the site criteria? It has to be a rural location. If it's a rural location, what does that mean? This is the road. Right? It's a motorbike road. Bicycle, motorbike. You're lucky. It has the government had put up a concrete path. Most of the time it's mud. It's mud. And we had to put in all this gravel as we were making the right of way. If you're unlucky, you'll have a kampong between the main road and your site. And to go through the kampong to get to your site, you have to pay toll. Alright? So, because the kampong people don't want their roads damaged. Their children are running around. This is kampong here. They are very protective of their environment. Okay? And the roads are very narrow and the houses are close to each other. Okay?
All these are government's land?
This is what we call as, some of it is government, some of it is private. Most of it is private actually. Most of it is private land. We went after private land. We didn't go after government land. For the simple reason, government land, the acquisition process takes longer. Approval, authority, blah blah blah, can take up to 5-6 months. Here is you deal with a private landowner. If it's one person, the same day, next day. If it's 5 family members, happening. Alright? You can have the land here, but the only way you can cut a path to that land is through your neighbor's land. You still have to get the acquisition for the right of way. Okay? So, in order to identify the site location, so one of the work package, or one of the WBS, right? The first WBS is site acquisition. That's your, in any construction or whatever work, it's site acquisition. Okay? So, in order to identify a site suitable for a telco tower, it needs to have a line of sight to a collector site. You're familiar with that, right? Familiar? Collector means, if this is where I'm giving out the radio signal, I also have a transmission backhaul. It can be cable, but here it's expensive for cable, so we use radio, microwave communication, right? So it must not have any trees, hills, buildings between this collector tower, which is going to backhaul back to the main exchange, and your proposed site. And the way we can do a LOS study is we need to bring in a crane. We identified from our planning process that this location is suitable. We have to bring in a crane, pull someone up, okay? And then the person will survey on top of the crane. They'll have a camera, and they'll try and take pictures. It's a digital camera, SLR, and they'll try and zoom in to the distant collector and see if there's any issues in terms of line of sight. In terms of durian trees, which is very tall, and any other trees or buildings and structures which is not detected on the map. Okay? We use digital tools to do topography studies and any physical hills or mountains or whatnot. Okay? So we did that digitally, and we came here. We have to bring a crane here. Can you imagine bringing a crane here? One of the methods is crane. Another method is bring a guy with a balloon, and they release the balloon, all right? And then from the collector tower, we try and see the balloon. That's another method. Okay, but of course it's a slower process because you need to have 2 parties, one here, one there, or you go and put in the balloon and then you go back to the collector, and there's so many different collectors. All right, so you need to find out. You have to go to different collectors and see which is the best possible place, because if the balloon is here, it goes very different locations to identify. You've got 3 collectors. See which one is the better option. Okay, there's a lot of things behind it, but the key issue is how do I get here at the lowest possible cost, all right, and say that this is suitable for a line of sight. Don't forget power supply also, yeah? Okay, but power supply is separate. All that has been done. So, if you see, we managed to have our towers up in these kind of locations. How we did it? We had to collapse the process. Okay? See the amount of mud after a rain?
So, site acquisition cost was also under yours.
Yes. Everything.